Okay, we're at the meeting point in Boracay Beach. We're just booked a Highland hopping cruise, which costs about 1,000 pesos per person. It should take us to about three destinations, 3 islands, and also snorkeling with a buffet lunch, which is included. I just do recommend when you do book for these cruises, a lot of people come up to you and just make sure you ask for the additional charges. For example, the one that we went on, the mask wasn't included, the snorkel mask. You had to pay additional charge for that, and also there was an island that was called Cave, which additional charge was something like 300 pesos to 500 pesos per person to go on that. We're in the meeting point at the moment. Okay, we're now walking on the platoon, heading towards our dedicated boat. There's a lot of people walking at the same time, so just be careful when you're walking these platoons, because you can easily fall over or slip. So they're very unstable, but again, it's the only best way to get onto these boats. So just be aware of that, and make sure that you do have your waterproof cameras, bags, and stuff like that when you're going on these boats too, because a lot of water gets splashed into it.
Yeah, otherwise it's very hard to get on the boat.
Captain's chair made out of wood. This is very unique. You don't see these very often on a boat. After the first boarding the boat, we're now going to another destination where we're just picking up some extra people. These are all these fancy hotels in Boracay. Exclusive, very expensive place. Okay, this is our first island called Boracay Beach. Just landed, or just put the boat on the shore, and basically the island's very small in a way where we just take some photos, have some refreshments, and then head back on the boat for the next destination, which I think will be scuba diving next. See, there's a lot of safety involved here in the Philippines, with this gentleman just hanging on the edge of the boat. Obviously There's no regards to his safety, but he's trying to board on. Okay, now we're in Crystal Cove. I'm just going to give you a quick video of what's outside there. We didn't actually go in. As most of us already been in this place, it's around 300 to 400 pesos per person, depending on your height for some reason. Yeah, so if you go on one of these tours, this is what you will be expecting to pay to get in. Okay, here in the Crystal Cove Beach Front, there's a section here where you can have a few drinks, alcoholic drinks, and to enjoy the beautiful view. I did go for a swim in there, but there's a lot of rocks in there, so be very, very careful. Also, I was swimming to the left-hand side of what you can see now, and was told off to come back in. I think because you can get easy access into the Crystal Cove and people jump in for free, so just be aware of that too. Okay, this is the section that we stop in the middle of the ocean here and do a bit of scuba diving in the coral. Like I mentioned before, the coral is quite dead, as you can see in the underwater GoPro that I've got. Just be aware that the rocks are quite sharp and it gets quite rough in there, so you have to be a very strong swimmer to dive underneath. They do have wooden platforms up the top of the boat which you can hang onto to look down. But just be careful your hands don't get splinters from the wood.